The real reason why men date younger women is not because of their physical appearance, their bodies. No, because today with plastic surgery and everything else, you barely know who is 40 and who is 18. Guys date younger women because they're easily manipulated. They're gonna be very happy with a few crumbs because maybe they didn't experience much in the world. They're gonna be just easily impressed. And it's way cheaper to date a younger girl.
Man, that's straight up coating, bruh. Ain't no dude out here dating younger women because he trying to control them. Nah, we date younger because they ain't been filled up with all that man-hating talk disguised as feminism. It's wild though. Y'all clown men for dating younger, but back when you was in your prime, you had no issue messing with older cats. The real truth, you thought that youth was gonna last forever. You ain't capitalized when you had it, and now that some men ain't checking for you like before, suddenly it's men are predators or they insecure. Look, ain't nothing wrong with a man wanting a younger woman who actually likes him, who's impressed by him. Most men don't want somebody that's been through a whole lot already. And yeah, sometimes it's easier. Less drama, less cost, more peace. Like I said before, it just means she ain't been poisoned by that fake feminism that tells women to use a man instead of build with one.
Okay, my pet peeve, being a woman who's 67, is that when men my age go and date women who are 15, 20, 25, 30 years younger than themselves, when there are women who are age appropriate, who are so filled with life, so much love to give, so much wisdom within, and so much life experience to share. It seems absolutely ludicrous to me. It's as if they're chasing their own youth. It's as if they're trying to prove their own vitality. It is ridiculous. There are women like me right here, right now, waiting for men who are age appropriate.
Yo, when this start being a problem all of a sudden? Like since when? You ain't had no issue with it back when you was 25. You ain't mind an older dude taking care of you. You ain't complain riding them yachts, showing up at them private parties, living that exclusive life when you was in your prime. Back then, dudes wasn't getting none of that. Wasn't nobody inviting young broke guys to chill with rich men on yachts. But now you talking about how much love, wisdom, and life experience you got to share. So why you still single then? Why you still out here on the market instead of wifed up? Let me guess, you wanted to wild out when you was young and settle down later. But see, men today, they ain't trying to be nobody's retirement plan.
Men that like to date younger women is because either they can't impress women their own age, or they think they're still young and they think they can mold younger women into doing what they want them to do. And that might have been the case years ago, before social media started molding young women, before men could get to them. Before men could get to young women to manipulate their young, innocent minds, they have the information on social media to give them all the red flags, the warning signs of a man who's trying to control or mold you or manipulate you, or only with you for certain reasons. So a lot of these women aren't being molded anymore by these older men. They're literally already molded by social media. So this is what the older men have not begun to realize. They haven't realized that they can't mold these younger women anymore, or they can't mold them as easily because they have too much information at their fingertips online and on social media now to alert them to a lot of the red flags or a lot of the stuff that will not allow them to be molded. Women are literally mentally more mature because that's just scientific facts. Women are literally mentally more mature than men are. And if they have the information of someone, a little bit older, they're also getting that wisdom along with their intelligence. So when you combine that together, these older men don't really have a chance to mold someone or to manipulate them. They're the ones that are now being molded and manipulated by the younger women. So when they fall victim to that, they want to get mad, they want to get upset. Well, deal with women y'all's own age.
Hey yo, it's funny you talking about manipulation when your whole content out here teaching women how to play and use men. Sprinkle, sprinkle, right? See, soon as something come up that's meant to help a man, y'all quick to demonize it. Modern women be hating anything that don't serve them. But look, we ain't out here trying to mold no woman into some puppet to do our bidding. Nah, we just want a woman who wants to be a wife. One who's in sync with her man's vision, working towards something bigger, just like the Holy Bible say, feel me? We looking for a helpmate, a real one, a vice president who gonna help run this thing right, not compete for the top seat. We ain't looking for no competition. We ain't looking for no woman trying to stand in a man's shoes. We want a queen who knows her power, who uses that femininity to build her man up and follow his purpose. And in doing that, she lifting the whole family. That's strength right there.
Why they go for young women is because they're easier to manipulate.
Exactly.
So there's a reason why that older man doesn't have a woman around his age, because he can't get one, because that woman is so much more smarter and experienced than this 19, 20, 21-year-old.
Man, this what modern women be on, bro. Soon as they realize they in competition with other women, fighting over the same few high-value dudes, it hit them different. But what they don't get is those high-value men, they got options too. They pick and choose whenever they feel like it. Now they love to say, oh, older men just manipulating younger women because they can't get women their own age because the women are wiser than the men. Alright, let's just say that's true. Even then, that don't make a man wrong for wanting a younger woman, because by her own words, them older, wiser women don't even want the man anyway. So tell me, why she complaining? Why she mad about a man she already said she don't want? Make it make sense, man, because right now, it don't make no kind of sense at all.
I saw a young lady on my timeline basically explaining that her brother is 25 and he's not trying to date a 21-year-old, and I guess she doesn't really understand the issue because it's only like a 4-year age gap. Now, I'm of the belief that when you are dating early 20s to early 30s, we are not talking about age, we are talking about life stages. A 21-year-old is in uni, a 20 or do like around that age, right? You might be doing an apprenticeship, less than like common sense. I'm not talking about all this is a generalization, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, a 24-year-old is probably doing early working career, trying to figure, or 25, early working professional, trying to establish themselves, figure out their life. One is doing career man, tradesman, establishment of life man. One is doing, how am I going to make this Indomie packet stretch? If SFE drops on this day, can I cop the tickets on that day? Where are we really going together? It's not giving synergy. And this is why I find it even scarier when men in their 30s are talking to girls mid-early 20s. You are like 2 life stages ahead of sis, sir. I'm scared. I'm frightened. It's giving predator. She's just bunked off 2 lectures. You're presenting the P&L debt to the director of directors. What are you guys even talking about? So yeah, I think that's where the issue stems. It's not necessarily about age and numbers, it's about life stages. So yeah.
Modern women talking about life experience or life stages. Like, girl, what that got to do with love? Ain't no man falling in love with a resume. Then they get mad when a young woman in her prime say she want marriage. Like, ain't that what it's supposed to be about? These modern chicks act like you gotta mess with 100 dudes before you ready to handle a husband. That don't even make no sense. Experience don't apply to everything. You ain't experienced death, but I bet you know dang well you don't need to die 100 times to understand and appreciate life. Y'all just come up with these wild excuses to make men look like the bad guys. But that game don't work no more, cause men woke up now. We see it clear.
It is what it is. It is what it is.